my attention. Safe travels. Watch your back.
So, you know, this happens every time. Like I start streaming like a certain series or something, and people get so roped into like that particular character that when I do something different, I lose subscribers. It happens like every single time. And so in a way I want to apologize to people that I play whatever is fun. Like I've played World of Warcraft since 2004, so a lot of times I get burnout, man. I just get burnout. Like I was getting hunter fatigue. Right? I played so much hunter, and I just have to do something different to make the game feel fun. So some people, they can't deal with that. They can't. They just like screw this guy. He was playing the hunter. Now he's playing a warrior. So, and I get it. I completely get it. If you're all in on the melee hunter and you want to watch that, that's cool. But it's just so people understand. I do whatever I do because I'm trying to just enjoy the game. It's all about having fun. Um, I have a very difficult life right now. My wife is incredibly sick, and life for me right now is shit. It's honestly it's not good. Um, I struggle just to get out of bed pretty much every day. So when I play World of Warcraft, it's all about trying to de-stress. It's all about trying to find things to play that just kind of give me a break from the reality that I'm in, which isn't a good one. So I hope people can appreciate where I'm coming from and understand that my decisions aren't made to piss people off. When it comes to switching characters, it's more about just trying to take my mind off the RL stuff that's difficult. So, anyways, enough of that crap. I just did a bunch of fishing. I like to do fishing as a night elf because there's 3 different fishing quests here, and I just like to knock those out. It's good XP. Plus, it also kind of forces you to level your fishing, which is kind of a nice benefit. We just finished the Gaffer Jacks. Plus, good money, good experience, and we're gonna get the electric bellers. We also fished up quite a few crates here. Another reason fishing is really good is it's gonna really supercharge your cooking. Like right now, my cooking is 39, but you can see I've got 82 slither skin mackerel that we fished up while we were doing all of our cooking quests or fishing quests. So that's just a side benefit. I screwed up when I was in Darnassus recently, and I spent money on, I don't remember, like on training stuff like first aid and herbalism without realizing that I still had 2 more skills I needed to train up, so I didn't have enough money to even train up my abilities. So it is what it is. So now I have no money, but I have demoralizing shout, and I think another ability that I need to train from the trainer, but I don't have enough money to be able to afford it. Coca-Cola. Yeah, so we've already pretty much after we do the fishing to knock out these quests, and then we do the cooking. Usually my cooking's pretty much maxed at 75. I think I haven't decided yet. The rules are kind of fluid right now on the Wayfarer challenge here, but the primary rule for this is really that the warrior can only wear leather armor. But I'm toying around the idea that the warrior is always going to be wearing a robe as the chest piece. And since it's very difficult to find leather robes, I'm going to say that cloth robes are okay. But I don't know if that rule is going to change. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Sayadir, I don't know what you're saying. A canny liar. Lear bliles saibe. I have no idea what that means. We also did fish up 4 different crates. So we got the worn leather bracers, which is actually a slight upgrade. We got light leather, more light leather, and we got a dented crate, which is really interesting. These are really rare, and they're usually like engineering type supplies. So you don't see those very often. Those are actually quite rare. So that's pretty interesting. And I'm still tired. Every time I play lately, I just feel beat down. I feel tired. Ugh. But we'll see. We'll make it a go. We'll give it a go.
How may I help?
All right. Do we have any solution mackerel? So let's get rid of the raw. So this can get rid of. I don't think we need leather. No. Short grouper.
Assist you. May the stars guide you.
Where's my Z key? Not keybound. Interesting. Very unusual. Go down. Wow, yeah, Z was not keybound. Interesting.
What brings you here? Farewell.
Guess we should do maybe the Ulanite ore. I don't remember what that quest. I think it lets us craft something. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock that out. Honestly, I thought about taking a break from streaming just because not taking a break from playing the game, but just taking a break from streaming, just because RL stuff is so crappy right now that when I stream, I'm just not in a really good frame of mind. Like my mental frame, my mental state is not good. Let's put it that way. So I almost kind of didn't want to sour my channel with my negative not negative, but just, you know, everything in my life right now is so crappy right now. So it's just like streaming kind of sucks because, you know, the crap that's going on in RL is bleeding into my stream, and I don't think anybody wants to come watch the streamers just bitching about their life. You know what I mean? It's like, who the hell wants to listen to that, man? So I almost thought about not quitting playing the game, but just take a break from streaming so people don't have to listen to bitch. Gotta be careful here. That girl respawns a lot, so I don't really have to fight her again after I've already killed her. Hell out of here. Get out of here! Push the breath. I love how there's like an anvil underwater. I wonder if I could craft something. Like if I wanted to craft like some blacksmithing shit, if I could do it on that underwater anvil. Hold on a second, I gotta fix my chair. Do we want to go north or south? We should go north first. South. North, then south. Yeah, I mean, I figure I'll play this warrior today, and then I might jump back on the hunter maybe tomorrow. I don't know. The hunter's, I'm sure, building up a pretty good amount of rest time. So we'll see.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Didn't work, did it? Shield block not do what it's supposed to do. Macro. Ooh, tribal gloves, leather. It's actually an upgrade. Go Stranglethorn Bed. I think I'm a little bit low. I think I'm a little bit low level side here for a Stranglethorn Bed. You try to get me killed? Ooh, another upgrade. Although, I don't think Intellect's the best best stat for a warrior, but it is more armor. And this warrior can only wear leather armor, except for a chest piece, which can be, I guess, cloth or leather. The warrior. The leather-wearing warrior. The Wayfarer. How far will this warrior get before she dies? That is the question. How squishy will she be? Can she take dungeons? I have no idea. I mean, really, your shield can really help. I mean, obviously, the shield can help quite a bit with armor, but you're sitting in full leather armor. You're not going to have very good armor class. But so we really need to focus on, I mean, agility. The more agility, the better, because agility is going to give us evasion, it's going to give us crit, it's going to give us armor. And the more agility we get, we can get, the better. I actually should try to level my alchemy as fast as possible, too. Just to get those agility potions going. 4 out of 5 on cruelty. So our next talent point obviously will go into cruelty, because your best bang for your buck as far as time to kill, TTK, is going to be pushing your crit early. So right now we're seeing a 9.45% crit. So you'll be seeing at least around 10 to 11% crit, and then push agility. If we can get up to around 15% crit by level maybe 20, that would be really good, to just help ease the speed of encounters, the TTK, the time to kill, on regular mob kills. Speed up our leveling significantly. I have to go AFK. Hey, male spirit gear. Yeah, spirit gear will certainly help too. But I can't wear mail. The whole point of this character is that she can only wear leather. So how you doing, Maverick? I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Believe it or not, my teeth feel kind of I didn't brush my teeth this morning. My teeth feel icky. Let me go brush my teeth real quick. And then I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. So yeah, Maverick, we were like kind of the role of this character. I mean, it's not a big challenge. I mean, we just wanted to take a break from the hunter because I was getting some hunter fatigue from just spending so many hours on hunter, and I've been wanting to level hunter a warrior a little bit. So I thought, let's just make it a little bit more challenging. We'll say that the warrior can only wear leather armor. As far as weapons, I didn't want to restrict the warrior too much, but I am going to lean towards trying to use a staff as my two-hand weapon of choice. Just for fun, I thought it'd be kind of cool. So we'll try to prioritize a staff as our two-hand weapon, and then of course we'll try to prioritize sword and shield as our one-hand weapon, and as our sword and board setup. And of course, we'll eventually have a dual wield setup with dual one-hand weapons, which we'll try to once again prioritize maybe a sword and dagger or sword and sword. Trying to go for that strider kind of feel, like we're kind of out in the woods. We're kind of like Aragorn, so to speak. Aragorn's always got leather armor on. He uses a two-hand sword, so we're trying to prioritize either a two-hand sword and or a staff as our two-hand weapon. I'm going to try to say that probably we won't be using like two-handed maces at all. If we get a two-handed mace, we'll probably just vendor it. And we're probably not going to be using two-handed axes either. Although I think someone in the woods could probably... When I think of like a hunter, although this isn't a hunter. I mean, this character feels like somewhere in between a hunter and a warrior. You know what I mean? We're trying to like take aspects from both. Kind of this like leather-wearing, high agility class that also can use a shield. They also can do some... Can use a little bit more... has a little bit more like defensive type capabilities. And so, yeah, it's an interesting thing. Anyways,
Good luck, friend. Goddess watch over you.
see what kind of weapon this person's going to craft. Oh, looks like we got another. Well, that's the case of the night.
My goods are of the highest quality.
All right, so he's going to give us a choice. Actually, the sword is obviously going to be our best option. 7.6 damage. It's a little bit fast, but for a warrior, that's probably a good thing because we generate more rage. I mean, the dagger might even be the better. Yeah, it's kind of Aragorn's kind of like a rogue warrior swatch. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I wasn't trying to model it after Aragorn. It's just it was actually, when I said I wanted to level up a warrior a little bit, just for fun. And again, I kind of started the stream off up, whining about my life because my life right now in real life is really shitty. Like, because my wife has so many, like, she's got so many medical issues right now. It's really not good. It's not good at all. She's having major issues, and so because of that, when I play games, I'm trying to de-stress. I'm trying to play games to de-stress from the real world. So if people, I lost some subscribers I think today and yesterday. And it was just because I wasn't playing the hunter, and I think people. You know what I mean? Like, people... I don't want people to... People have to understand, when I play WoW, I'm going to do what I do because I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to do something that, to me, is fun. Yeah, prayers for your family, too, Maverick. And I'm sorry if your life... I'm sorry for anybody who's struggling in life. Anybody who's struggling in life, prayers to you. You just got to hang in there. And that's what I'm trying to do, trying to hang in there. But when I play World of Warcraft, it's all about trying to have fun. It's all about trying to de-stress from the real world. So... When I switched from the hunter to leveling the warrior a little bit to give the hunter a break, it was because I was getting fatigued on the hunter. I was starting to feel bored a little bit because I'd leveled 157, and unfortunately the hunter died, which was my fault. And I miscalculated the amount of damage those mobs can do, and they've resisted my freezing trap, and there were a few things that happened in that situation. That situation never leaves the back of my mind because I'm always analyzing. If I ever die in hardcore, which doesn't happen very often, but if I do, I always analyze it 10,000 different ways to Sunday. Right? It's always in the back of my head. And something else that occurred to me is something I hadn't thought about in a long time on a hunter, which is that basically, when you're a hunter and you're in combat, you don't ever want to feign death while your pet's in combat because it really doesn't do you any good, right? Like if your pet's in combat and you feign death, you're just going to go right back into combat. And in that particular encounter, my pet was coming at me, so I don't know. It was weird. I like feign death to drop the mob that was chasing me. I don't want to talk about it, but the point is, just keep in mind when you're feigning death. Obviously, if your pet's in combat, feigning death's not really gonna. You're gonna drop threat if the mob's got threat on you. But if he's got threat on, if there's like multiple mobs to consider, and one of them has threat on your pet, and you feign death, you may drop threat on the mob that's on you, but you're still gonna be put right back into combat, which is obviously pretty obvious for most people, and it's obvious to me as well. But it's just I hadn't really had to consider it too much because I really, I leveled that hunter from 1 to 57, and I was only in danger of dying like once, like literally like once, like maybe twice, and they weren't even that serious. Like the only time I was really scared of that hunter was when I had the Naga aggro me at like level 25 or something, and only because it was such a dense population there that it was very difficult to find an escape route without aggroing more mobs. So that was, and I almost died there, so that was kind of scary. But after that, I really didn't have any issues until I got to 57 and died. So then going to the other hunter and leveling her up to 41, I just needed a fucking break, man. I was like, I need a break. I need to try something different for a little bit. So we got the warrior. I think theoretically, if you're thinking about a weapon, I mean, technically a dagger is probably a better weapon for a warrior because you're going to generate more rage. But I'm not playing for min-maxing on this character. We're playing more for a little bit more of the RP aspect. So we're definitely going to go with the sword. You know, we want the sword and shield, even though it might not be the best weapon for generating rage. So keep that in mind, though. We're just doing what we're doing for the love of the game. So we're going to go with the sword. And now that we've got the sword, we have to update all our macros. One of the things with the way the macros work on the warrior is it is a little annoying sometimes because you do have to, at least I do, I have to update my macros every time I change weapons. It'd be a lot easier if I didn't have so many damn macros here. I think I've only got 2, though. Pretty sure I just have 2. I'm trying to think if there's any more. I don't... Oh, there's one. Yeah, there's one more macro. There's just 3 macros I have to update every time I change weapons. I think it'd be a little bit annoying, but... Yeah. Yeah, warrior's so much different, and let's be honest, the hunter, melee hunter is a very simplistic class. I mean, it is and it isn't, you know? I think like in any class in World of Warcraft, there's a lot of nuances. Like a really good player on a class is going to understand that there are a lot of nuances, like a lot of little things that some people may not realize. But on the surface, though, a warrior has a lot more going on than a hunter. I don't know, like... Wait, how much am I... Oh, let's see if we have enough money to shoot the trainer. Where's the warrior trainer? So right now we have the staff as our 2-hand weapon of choice, and we have the sword and shield as our sword and board setup. And we don't have a dual wield setup yet because we're not dual wielding yet. Yeah, the warrior is definitely a lot more. And the fact that we can only wear leather armor makes this warrior a lot more squishy. So that is going to make it interesting. All right, we can get revenge or we can get demo shout. Which one do we think? Oh, we don't have enough money, but we're so close. We have some stuff we can sell here real quick. We're going to be so broke. I don't know if we'll be able to fly. Oh, we can sell this. This is worth, oh, geez, this is worth 5 silver. So that's going to solve our problems, man. That's going to solve our problems.
I am listening. Farewell.
So yeah, so we can go into the staff here, and then we can easily just hit one keybind that's going to switch into defensive stance, equip our sword and shield. If I want to go back to battle stance, a lot of times I'll just hit my hamstring macro because it'll do that. Boom, you know, hamstring. Also, shield block. Actually, really, that's the only way. That's the main way that I go into defensive stance is just hit my shield block. Which we don't even have the shield block skill yet, which is unfortunate. I love shield block. So what do we consider more important? Demo shout or revenge? I mean, theoretically, really, demo shout's going to be better. What kind of damage reduction are we talking right now? We're talking about... Well, 35 is pretty significant. Let's grab demo shout.
May the stars guide you.
Good to go. Here comes the Dead Mind's death. Watch. This warrior died trying to kill Mr. Smite, so I'm wondering if there are other deaths coming up. Incoming. So we'll find out. I think we still need. Yeah, we need the Thresher Eyes. Big damage. Big damage.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Heavy linen bandage. Why did that not work? Oh, now it works. It's been moving or something.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
He's swimming away from me. Don't you run away from me!
You can kiss your ass goodbye. kiss your ass goodbye.
Every single fight we can kiss our ass goodbye. It's just like, this is so bloody squishy. This character is so squishy.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, they need a reset. Ah, crap. And this character's squishy. I'm probably gonna regret doing leather armor only, because holy crap, I'm getting my ass handed to me. I should have grabbed it. I probably would have been better off grabbing the dagger to generate rage faster, but it just wasn't good for the RP aspect, right? Like, warrior running around with the dagger never always strikes me as somehow wrong. We are going to focus on, let me take a look at the talent calculator, because we do need to focus on maybe more defense. And currently we are 4 here, I believe, and 1 here, level 14. So we're definitely going to finish out our crit, and then now we have options. So we could go... We could go with a more defensive build, but of course it's going to kill our damage. So it's going to be... I do this every time. Every time I level a warrior, I always think about doing some sort of a weird hybrid build, which invariably sucks. I always end up respecing out of it. But I always want to do something like this. I always want to go here, here, and then... I mean, this sucks. I mean, the whole talent point for 2 defense is bullshit. Although it is still, in the grand scheme of things, it is defense, but still, it feels really bad. And then there's the armor. We're going to be wearing leather armor, so this really isn't going to amount too much, because our armor's not going to be that high. And do we want to resist stun and charm by an additional? You know. Well, let's say we did something like this, right? Could we still get far enough down into Fury is really the question, right? Level 51. We can, but can we get down? No, we can't. So we can't get tactical mastery, and tactical mastery is a must. I mean, we have to have tactical mastery. I'll go insane without tactical mastery. So say we get rid of this. So I've always thought about doing a build like this. Now we're not going to have Bloodthirst. So we don't even, if we're not going to grab Bloodthirst, then we don't even need this. So you could do a build like this where you have, you know, you're going to generate more Blood Rage. You're going to have it's going to increase your chance to block by 5%. And when you block, it's going to generate Rage, which is not a big deal, but also your allows your shield block ability to block an additional attack. And so your shield block is going to be better, which is really good for defensive situations. A lot of times I see people die on warriors. It's because they don't properly use their defensive stance and their shield block ability correctly. I see a lot of warrior deaths that are easily avoidable if you just understand how to use defense. But again, this isn't your best build. Like this, I've theory crafted and tried to do this, but I always end up talent specking out of it. So like if we reset this tree, then we take those points that we used here. What I normally like to do is go here, right, and do this. And now we're 52. And then of course grab this. And you still have 6 talent points left. And a lot of times you could do something like that if you just wanted to push damage, right? You know, this is going to give you extra DPS. You know, you get your critical strike cause your opponent to bleed. So, and this would be like kind of your dual wield fury leveling build that I typically do when I level a warrior in hardcore. And you're going to kill mobs faster, but you're not going to have as much defense as you would have with this build. With this build, I mean, you got a little bit more defense. It's not, but it's like, is it really worth all these talent points? Because it's like, man, like 13 talent points just to grab yourself an additional shield block and 5% more shield block. Although 5% is still quite a bit. Like, what does shield block? Let's take a look at what shield block does, right? So when we hit shield block, for example, which we get at level 16, I'm super excited about that. It increases your chance to block by 75%. So do we really need 5% when we're already at 75%? I mean, 5%, so now we're going to be at 80%. But you do generate rage, though, which is kind of nice. So when you're blocking, and the nice thing about this is you're going to block an extra attack, right? So, and you got a 100% chance. So every time you do shield block, you're going to be generating like 2 points of rage, pretty much, because you're going to block multiple attacks. And you're going to get 2 points of rage, which is kind of nice. So, Paul Stay, what's up, man? How's it going? Man, fucking SpaceX. It's just FOMO, dude. It's totally FOMO. I mean, everything I've looked at, even the filing for the IPO, like the filing for the IPO, you know, we're being trolled. The filing for the IPO, it doesn't even look like it looks like most of the company is AI. There isn't any reason, because when I look at the company, like I watched a YouTube video where they kind of went in depth on the filing. Most of the company is AI. Is really just XAI, which by the way was restarted. Like they deemed it as not very good, and they kind of tore it down. And most of the people that worked on XAI don't even exist, don't even work on the company anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. When Elon dies, and I you know, God don't strike me down, and I certainly don't wish ill on anyone, but the way Elon is, he's just one of those people that I feel probably won't live a really long time. He's like one of those candles, you know, the candle that burns twice as bright, you know, lasts half as long. That's the way I feel about Elon Musk. I don't see him living a very, very long time. Yeah. But I could be wrong. I mean, I hope I am wrong. I mean, I hope the guy lives forever, obviously. He can be like freaking altered carbon, and we can put his cortical stack in and just re-sleeve his body every so many years, right? So he lives forever. Yeah, exactly, Neuralink, yeah. Hey, Swabe, how's it going, man? Good morning, good morning. We're still trying to get this warrior going, man. What did I do? What did I just do? Oh, no, I forgot. Shit, let me fix this. Let me put this here. I forgot I put that on that keybind. That kind of sucks. I just wasted my Sprouted From, which is actually a really powerful item for a warrior. Because it's not on the same cooldown as your healing potion. So you can double up that heal with healing. So that kind of sucks that I accidentally used that. We're gonna waste our mana on, or waste our rage on on that ability, which is totally garbage, but it's just fun to do Thunderclap, even though it's kind of worthless against a single target. How you liking my warrior, Volstay? Oh shit. Run away! Defensive stance up, target yourself, wing, hamstring, run. This is what you do on a warrior, right? If you get into a situation with multiple targets, put your defensive stance up immediately, which I did, and, you know, hamstring the closest one and run for your life. What would be the buy signal, Valste? What would be the buy signal? If he becomes a... Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. First trillionaire, man. I think our world is at a place in history that, you know, I'm convinced that we're at really a tipping point as a human race, right? We're at a tipping point with AI and robotics and the way the world's going and space travel and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, we're really at a tipping point. You know, the next, 20 to, the next 50, 100 years are going to be so, maybe not even that long. The next 10 to 20 years are going to be pivotal, I think, is where we go as a human race. Like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I don't know. We'll find out, right? Man, my inventory is a total disaster. What else is new, right? What else is new? Why is this not glowing?
Lovely.
Overpower, overpower. Instant overpower the enemy, causing weapon damage. Only usable if the target dodges. Events. In outgoing player. Boom.
Lovely.
Alright, cool. We should now get the audio alert when overpower is up now, hopefully. I'll tell you that much when you think about inflation. Yeah. God, I wish I had a $1 trillion. If I had $1 trillion of all stay, I'd hire you and I'd hire Maverick and all you guys strafe. You could come work for me, man. We'll make our new MMO. Ooh, we just got a dagger. And it's got agility on it. But it's only 5.9. Still, though, I'm wondering if this might not be better for rage generation. Try it. I just want to try this out real quick. What are we doing? We're doing 18 DPS per second. By that Wolf Island up north? Yeah, sure. We'll definitely. No, I'll build my log cabin somewhere in the middle of nowhere, man. Okay. Definitely feels like the dagger is the better, even though the DPS isn't as high. That is a tough. On the warrior, like especially at low level, you really have a rage. You're starved for rage. You know. I can see my overpower audio alert is not working correctly. Sometimes it takes a reload of the game for that sound to start working for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. So let's give that a go. I don't know what I would do. I definitely would build my log cabin, right? Which I want to do. What I want to do anyway in my retirement is build a log cabin in the middle of nowhere. So I would build my log cabin somewhere like in the middle of nowhere. But it would have, and I would have a helicopter landing pad. I would have a helicopter, and I would have a helicopter pilot. You know, he probably lives in my other log cabin nearby. Just so if I ever need to fly somewhere. I don't know what I'd do. Who knows, man? $1 trillion is so much money. It's like, oh my God, what would you even, you know? It would be tough. I mean, to have that much money. I mean, I would certainly try to help out a lot of people, you know, put some money into the medical field. I don't know. Man, with that much money, it'd take me like a year just to figure out what to do with it all. You know?
Lovely.
There we go. Okay, so that one did. There's another one though. So we did get the sound triggering for that. It says revenge, but really it's overpower. So if we go to triggers and events, outgoing player. And it really, I don't know why I have revenge. I mean, it's really overpower. Revenge is fine. Oh, it's melee. That's why, because it's melee dodges. I always forget. You have to have it on skill dodges as well, I think. Skill, if it has skill. Here we go, skill dodges. You gotta have skill dodges as well. Any dodge, right?
Lovely.
Okay, skill dodge, melee dodge. That should get most of them. Become mad and become the emperor? I don't know. Like Elon's gonna do, right? Damn, this guy's critting me left and right. People are so nice on this server. Like, seriously, like, everybody is so friendly on this server. People come up to you and wave and say hi. You have that on hardcore servers. People are always nicer on hardcore servers. And it kind of goes in with my whole philosophy is like, if you're like, when the game's more challenging, people need help. Like, if you have a game, and the server needs to play, yeah, you'll just ruin everything, dude. But the thing is, when a game's difficult, because if a game's too easy, nobody needs help. And if nobody needs help, they get into all kinds of shenanigans. Like, everything, it's just like in the real world, right? Everything devolves into, like, garbage, right? People become jerk because they start doing, bad actors, start, because they're bored. There's nothing else to do. If you don't give people something to do or give them a challenge, they start just devolving down into the lowest common denominator. Hmm.
Lovely.
Struggling with too much crap in my inventory, or too much. Struggling with inventory. What a surprise. Build that cult in WoW. No, I mean, honestly, if I, if I was married, if I was still married to my wife and I became a trillionaire, I would build a really beautiful log cabin. I would make sure we were pretty close to a medical facility because my wife has serious medical issues. I would give some money to my family. Obviously, I would make sure that they were okay. I would give some money to Vol Stay here so he could buy some more Bitcoin. I mean, if I had $1 trillion, dude, you guys in the stream are going to get some money. Stray, if I give you some money, my wife might not like it, but if I had $1 trillion, I think I could afford it. I'd try to help some people out, people I know that need help, I'd help them out. I'd build a beautiful house for my mom. I would actually move my mom to wherever I live so she could live right close to me, you know. Just get you a green card. I'm sure we could handle that too. But I would probably build. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's so much stuff. I mean, again, a lot of it would obviously depend on my wife and like her physical condition and stuff. But if I was single, you know, if it was just me by myself, I would I would start a game company. I probably would start a video game company, and I would do like the Steven Sharif thing, but I would do it the right way, right? I would hire the right people, um, you know, to come in and work. You know, I'd hire Blue to come in. I would hire my friend Hayward from my job at work and to come in as a developer, and I would go find some people in the industry um, that I trusted, you know, and 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 I would put together a game company, and I would make an MMO. Honestly, that's what I would probably do. I mean, in my log cabin in the middle of nowhere, I'd create my own game company, and we'd make the best MMO that's ever been made. 10 years Bitcoin is 100% is going to 20. You think it is, dude? I hope. Well, I certainly hope it does, right?
Lovely.
God, I wish I had execute. You know, it's like I wish I had execute. I think we're gonna. I mean, I do this every time I play a warrior. I think we're gonna go with the hybrid build just for shits and giggles. I got to do something that's like non-meme. That's like a total meme build, right? So, so we're gonna go with like we're gonna go with the with probably this build here, which is totally a shitty build, just for fun. Although I don't like defense. Let's get rid of this. I hate defense. I mean, I love defense, but I don't like putting talent points to get 2 defensive skill because that's straight up garbage, right? So I'm wondering if maybe 3 points into increase my chance to resist stun and charm effects by 9% might be better, right? It might be better served. I mean, our options are one of these 3 that we got: anticipation or toughness. Now remember, I've got leather armor, so putting 3 points here increases my armor value by 6%. I mean, I guess it's okay, but like 6% of what? You know, in leather armor, my armor's not going to be very high, right? Let's say my armor is like, I don't know, let's say it's like 2,000. What's 6% of 2,000? Well, 1% is what, 20, right? Because 10% would be 200. So 1% is 20, so 6% would be what, like 120 armor? So would you rather have like 120 additional armor? Theory, if I had like 2,000 armor, you know, so to speak, or would you rather have, you know, that 6%, or would you rather have like, you know, 6 or 9%? Sorry, 9% additional chance to resist stun and charm. I mean, how often are we going to be charmed, right? I mean, how often are we going to be charmed? Probably not very often, but stuns, yeah, we might get stunned quite a bit. So the you know, so what do you think, guys? Come on, somebody in the stream, give me some help here. Would you rather have just a little bit of extra armor? I mean, we could go with the 3 points here, but all you're going to get out of defensive a skill of 6 is like, I think it's 25 defense to give you 1%, right? So 6 only gives you, we'll see, 5 would give you like 0.2. So 6 might give you like 0.23, right? What do you mean, Hey, Reptilian, what's up? Reptilian? No, the whole gang's here almost. So what do you think, Reptilian? Let's see how many debuffs we can get on this guy. We got 3. Let's get 4. Go for 4. There we go. 4 debuffs. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I mean, out of these, I mean, anticipation's garbage, right? Toughness, since I can only wear leather armor, is going to be pretty much garbage. So I think Iron Will, get that 9% additional resist, I think is the better option. So we're going to do this build, okay? This is going to be like a hybrid meme shitty build, right? So the only thing really bad about this build is we're not going to have anger management. But we can get it, right? So let's do this. We can go into anger management early on, and then the closer we get to 60, we could respec out of it. Because we don't really need... Like, anger management is really good at lower levels, but once you get higher, once you get higher and higher in level and you start generating more and more rage, it's still nice to have, though. I love anger. Plus, anger management has a passive rage generation that isn't in the tooltip. I think you get like 1 point of rage like every second or something if you have anger management. Something like that. There's some passive rage generation built in. Yes, this is the Guild Wars 2 add-on for the UI. I love the Guild Wars 2 add-on. And I love Guild Wars 2. Hey, what the heck? I love Guild Wars 2 as well. But I love the UI in Guild Wars 2.
Lovely.
Got our audio alerts working now for our overpower, which is nice. Makes it easier not to miss our overpower when it lights up. Right now we have my inventory's full. So what we're doing is leather only, and I'm thinking about only wearing robes in my chest, which is going to be tough because I don't know if there's a lot of robes. Leather, I mean, there are leather robes. I'm not sure how many there are. You wish more classes than Paladin Warrior could craft all of their gear with... Yeah, well, that's the one thing with Classic Plus, right? Classic Plus really needs to flesh out the crafting systems a lot more, you know? Yeah, I've done that. I mean, I've done that before. Like, I mean, obviously my melee only hunter was only wearing leather armor, so... See if we can get this other item. I can't get Bruisewood yet. But so the other thing too is on this character, I'm trying to toy with the idea that the only two-hand weapons we can equip is a staff or a longsword. So I'm trying to think of like if we're like this kind of like Wayfarer, like kind of woodsman cross between a hunter warrior. What weapon would that character use? Like, think of like Aragorn. What weapons would Aragorn use? I mean, you're not going to see Aragorn with a two-handed axe. You're not going to see Aragorn with a two-handed mace. You're going to see Aragorn with a two-handed sword. But I could also see Aragorn with a staff, right? Right? Like a bow staff. So I'm thinking the only two-handed weapons we can equip is the two-hand sword, great sword, and a staff. And then the only armor we can wear is leather armor. But I'm thinking the only thing I can put in my chest maybe is a robe, but I don't know. The only thing I'm really worried about, Volstay, is I really want to push agility on this character. Because more agility means more evasion, and evasion is going to be great because we don't have high armor class, right? We're going to want as much dodge as we can get. So, you think... You're the way of the raging monk, yeah. You think axes work? You think Aragorn would be using an axe? You think practically a wanderer would... Yeah, well, we have the sword and shield. Right, so we got the sword and shield, we got the staff. I mean, we don't have to have any restrictions, to be honest. We can use whatever we want weapon-wise if we want. We could just say that we would prioritize certain things over other things. You know, if we can, right? Yeah, that makes sense, Reptilian. That's a good point. It's a good point. And let me
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
my health's a little low here. Let me heal up here real quick. No, it's because all my potions dropped off too. Yeah, axe has a practical use. That's true. Yeah, that's a great point. Both you guys have a good point. But we probably chose a great sword, though. It's clearing terrain. Strafe, you've always got a good comment there. So, okay, so yeah, so axes, yeah, axes work, right? Strafe always got the funny comments. He's always got the comments like that. Well, dagger's good. Problem is I hate daggers. Yeah, I hate daggers because it just doesn't feel like fantasy. Like, come on. In Dungeons and Dragons, is a warrior going to be running around with a dagger? I always go back to D&D, right?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Man, this guy's doing some damage, huh? I guess it was his arrows that did so much damage to me. Oh, look at that. The Ancient Moonstone seal off the first kill. Yeah, so the daggers aren't the theme. And, of course, the dagger is by far the best. Like, I kind of agonized when I did the warrior quest, Reptilian, that you have a chance to get the sword or the dagger. Like, and I picked the Ellenite sword, but I could have picked the Ellenite dagger, which is definitely better for the warrior, because it's going to generate more rage. But I didn't go with the dagger because I just don't like, from a thematic point of view, I feel like a warrior with a dagger is kind of silly. And I just don't like seeing a warrior with a dagger. It doesn't look as cool. You know, warrior with the sword and shield looks way cooler. But yeah, it's not as good as a dagger. You know, rage generation wise, of course, right? Look at all these debuffs I got. We hamstrung them. We threw in like a, you know, threw in like a rend. You know, we threw in like a sunder armor. That's what I love about the warrior. There's so many abilities. At low level, I've got a lot of different things I can do. Oh, I wanted to move away and shoot him with a bow. He died too fast. All right, let's head back to, what was this? Let's head back to town, and we gotta clear out this inventory. Since they had so many feats, but it was fun. Okay, that's cool. What do you mean unless it's basic? Like bases Dungeons and Dragons? Let's grab this Mage Royal, I guess. We must live off the land. We cannot pass up herbs. They are part of what makes us the wanderer. The Wayfarer lives off the land, man. Yeah, I don't like the basic rules. I mean, a sword dagger's 1 die 4 if I remember correctly, and a sword's 1 die 8. Short sword 1 die 6, right? Dagger 1 die 4, short sword 1 die 6, long sword 1 die 8. Great sword 2 die 6. Is that right? 2 to 12. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. Bastard sword maybe 1 die 8. Yeah. I love like freaking D&D, man. I love Dungeons and Dragons so much. The whole thing of like MMOs came about from people like me, growing up in the 80s, who played D&D, wanting to play. What did he reset? Wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons as a video game, you know. One-handed. Yeah, exactly. Oh, so the two-handed is yeah, dude.
You
It's
can
awesome.
kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh no, he didn't run away. He just reset. Okay, interesting. Felt like he was. I said that backwards. He didn't reset. He ran away. I felt like he was resetting, so that was kind of weird, but whatever. No, I never played Pathfinder. Never played Pathfinder. I think, like, I don't even remember what version of what version of D&D I was playing. I mean, it was, I don't know, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons that came out in the mid 80s, you know, like 85. Like what? Here, let's see. What version of Dungeons and Dragons Advanced was out in 1985? Yeah, it was definitely, yeah, we definitely were going off to hit armor class 0, which I liked. That's all I knew, man. I liked to hit armor class, man. Thaco was the best, man. Why can't they grasp it? I don't. What's wrong with Thaco? The only problem with hit armor class 0 is I felt like people abused it too much. They abused the system too much.
My goods are of the highest quality.
So we've got the agility. We got a dagger, but it just doesn't do as. And it's got 1 agility on it too. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. Bear meat, ham meat, this. Unless it looks. Let me see what this looks like. Unless it looks cooler than my current one, which it kind of does.
Feel free to browse. Then not.
I didn't get hardly any quests done. I just had to come back to town to vendor shit. How sad is this? You know? I mean, we got a couple quests done, I guess, but... Brain doesn't work like that. Okay, so... In 1985, the current Advanced Dungeons & Dragons version was AD&D First Edition. Monster Manual 1977, Player's Handbook 1978, Dungeon Master's Guide 1979. So in 1985, someone playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons would almost certainly have been playing First Edition. So that is what I played. All of my years playing D&D were Advanced Dungeons & Dragons First Edition.
What brings you here?
We got enough money.
May the star
Do we want to go learn Revenge? Let's go learn Revenge. Except we don't have shield block, though. No, we don't need the Revenge until we're 16. Let's get to level 16. Then we'll grab Revenge. What else do we get at 16? These are the questions I need to know. Mocking Blow. Heroic Strike. Shield block is just awesome, though. Shield block's one of my favorite warrior abilities. Without a doubt. Reptilian, you got to come in here and play some classic WoW. I will be playing Ion come September, and then I will be playing Guild Wars 3 when Guild Wars 3 comes out, and then I will be playing Chrono. So the only MMOs I'm looking at playing other than WoW in the next couple years are going to be Ion 2, Guild Wars 3, and Chrono Odyssey. Unless something else comes out that right now I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? I mean, Classic Plus, yeah, I would play Classic Plus if it's. I mean, I definitely will play it, obviously. So that kind of goes without saying that if Classic Plus comes out, I'll play it.
Lovely.
You know. Oh, really? Yeah, I did it really bomb. I paid no attention. Midnight's the first WoW expansion. Was it even an expansion? I've never played Midnight, like at all. Yeah, I've never even played Midnight. I think it's the first kind of expansion of WoWs that I've never played. Didn't even cross my mind to play it. I was like, why the hell would I play that? Why would I play that?
Lovely. You can kiss your
Oh,
ass
that's right,
goodbye.
because they're not really expansions. They're just patches. I forgot I need to put my potions back up. How could I forget that? My character's so weak, we cannot overlook the use of these potions, man. We must augment ourselves as Elric would. Elric, the White Wolf. We are LonelyNoob. And we kind of went, I went with the Elric theme, though. If you guys didn't notice, we went with, or did I go with, I went with the white skin color. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I believe this is the palest skin you can pick. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, I think it's the palest skin. So we kind of went with a little bit of an Elric theme there, a little bit. Because we are like an albino. We need to augment ourselves with potions and mystical properties and magical whatever we can to make ourselves stronger, whether it's magical spells and enchantments. What was that? The only people that you get recommended for retail are women decor. All right. All right, we're gonna get killed here. We gotta run.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed.
I see that. Boy, that hit rating, man. I tried to like hamstring a couple times and missed, so that's pretty punishing. Is this guy still coming? Yeah, there's no war. There's no war. I don't even know what Midnight's like. I don't know. No idea, man. We're going defense, man. I have to fish up some more fish for food. This is a dangerous quest. Like, even though I'm 14, this is actually dangerous. Like, because you're so squishy. A couple of these, like, white moonkins or whatever they are could enrage and totally annihilate me. So, this is actually a little bit on the dangerous side. Let's... Anything Man, warrior's so weak. Let me see if we can do... We need to get to 16. 16 will give us a lot more survivability. With shield block, we'll have a lot more survivability at that point.
Lovely.
There's a floating debris we can fish up here in a minute. Oh, level 15! I didn't realize I was that close to leveling. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish out our cruelty. This build's gonna, I know this build's gonna be garbage, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're only gonna get, our flurry's gonna be crap though. This build's really, we're gonna lose a lot of damage. Like, this is the build I normally do on hardcore for a dual wield fury warrior. It's this one. So we're gonna lose out on, you know, on the deep wounds. We're gonna lose out on like 2 points of flurry. We're gonna lose out on bloodthirst, which is actually a really good ability. So I'm sure that if I go this way, which I probably will, then I'll end up respecting because I'll hate it. It happens every time. Every time I level warrior, that's what happens. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do this build, and I'm like, oh, this build sucks. Which is why no one uses it, right? That's why you don't see people using that build, because they're like, oh, this is garbage.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, somebody's healing me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice paladin came gain healing. Now paladins are strong. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna try to fish this up, but he's probably gonna fish it up, isn't he? He is. We'll just hit it once. Do, 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 do. What a nice dwarf. He let me fish the fish. And we got the strangle kelp, which is probably about the best thing we can get actually out of this, because if you get a crate out of these low level ones, like, you're not gonna really get much. Not usually. You're just gonna get like light leather and stuff, which really isn't useful to me. The strangle kelp is actually really useful because I'm an alchemist. So strangle kelp is a really good thing to get out of these low level ones. crap. This must be double nodes on top of each other or something. I know, not the dwarf's not greedy. What's going on? He's totally going against his birthright. He's going against the, you know, what dwarves are known for. Come on, dwarves, they delve too deeply. Dark. Oh yeah, the other thing that's good is the Rumsey Rum. Rumsey Rum's obviously really good to get as well. So, did we get 2 or did we get 1? We got 1. Good. Oh, we already get this? Oh, no, we can't get this because we haven't done the stupid threshers. I think that's the case, yeah. We still need these damn threshers. This guy's level 14. He's gonna hurt. He is gonna hurt.
Lovely.
Boom. Nice. Nice. Go lower these. 12 is much more like it. Let's go up to the 12 here. Nice. Very nice. All right, so let's see if we can grab the rabid bear and 1 more strider meat, and then we'll head back to town. I forgot how dangerous warriors are. Like how like susceptible they are to dying. I've already re-remembered why warriors die a lot. Why you see warriors die a lot at low level. Yeah. Nah, I don't know what I mean. These, like I said, these rules are subject to change. I'm not going to kill myself. Like if I find that leather armor at like level 40 is just really really bad, and I'm getting my ass kicked, I'll switch to mail, or plate or whatever. Or what I think I might do is, what I would like to do is actually level with leather armor, but have a set of mail or plate for dungeons, so that we could tank dungeons. So that way we could still do, because I don't want to tank dungeons in leather armor. I just think it'd just be inviting myself to get killed probably. Plus, I don't think a lot of groups would want to have a tank that's running around in leather armor. So now I can't blame them. I don't want to risk. I don't want to go into a group and risk my life with some stupid warrior that's running around in leather gear. I probably wouldn't want them to be my tank either. I saw another strider around here somewhere. There. Here. not giving up their damn meat. Why, yeah. Why can't we have some meats? Yeah.
Lovely.
There we go. Now we just gotta try to find our rabid thistlebear. Also, we could try to discover the camp. But I'm feeling like I'm kind of weak, even for Dark Shore right now. I'm feeling like this is actually kind of a dangerous area for me. Might be a good idea to go hit like the lower level human areas, because the warrior is very. Until you get your kit built out a little bit, you're really weak. Like 1 to 20, like if you're gonna die in a warrior, it's usually like somewhere 1 to 20. Once you get past 20, it starts to get a little bit easier. But even after 20, you're still high risk for death. So these guys, 14s when I'm 15, squishy, probably not. I'll probably head over to the human area. I don't really want to walk through the wetlands though. At 15, fairly safe, but still. Alligator could take me out. Our warrior is extremely gear dependent, and by taking away by saying that I'm only wearing leather armor, I'm kind of fucking myself. I'm kind of screwing myself over. But it is what it is. Maybe, Strafe, maybe we'll just do what you said. Maybe we'll wear, like, male leggings, you know? Alright. Level 15. I don't think it'll be. I mean, I leveled a gray gear only warrior all the way to level 39 without dying in hardcore. And that's gray gear, which has no stats whatsoever. So I don't think leather is going to be a problem. I just think we don't have any good leather items right now. You know, we have no stats. Like, if you look at my gear, I mean, there's no... The only, like, green item I have is my sword, and then this belt, which gives me, you know, 2 intellect as I sit here and run right through a bunch of murlocs. Wow. Really? I'm just running right through murlocs, man. I'm like, what?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Idiot. Oh, you fucking idiot. Durr. Defensive stance. Decreases damage taken by 10% and damage caused. Yeah. Hmm.
What brings you here? May the stars guide you till next we meet.
I am listening. Be careful. A shot fell out.
Hmm. Well, shit. Turn in Buzzbox, beach creature. We can do that, and bears. Yeah, we could probably do that. I don't like doing the red crystal because I don't like getting through all the level 14 guys because they're kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see. Man, this warrior's weak. What's my alchemy looking like? 75 out of 150. Okay, we need to level my alchemy, and that's gonna definitely help us. We must augment ourselves with all the potions and herbs that we could find. It's too weak. Flesh is weak. Indeed it is. I'm gonna go for some crabs here to we need to work on leveling our cooking and our alchemy because we're gonna need all the benefits of cooking and alchemy to strengthen this warrior because running around in leather armor is gonna make her so weak. So we gotta try to get all the benefits we can from food and from potions and herbs. Strengthen our resolve.
Lovely.
What is strangled kelp? Is it 85? It is 85. Scary that I remember this shit. It's a lot of fishing nodes here, but I don't know if I really want to spend time fishing all these. I don't really think it's necessary. I feel like I'm playing Ashes of Creation. Like in Ashes of Creation, like everything, all the mobs are so dangerous that like sometimes when you're on the beach, you kind of like feel like you're kind of safe because you got the water. That's what it, that's what it feels like here. It feels like I'm so weak. This is a level 14 crab. This actually is gonna hurt probably.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Cast it in the pool, and that, jeez. Ooh, some Rumsy Rum Light. That's actually good. I'll take myself a little bit extra stamina. Yeah, I always forget about Rumsy Rum. So on this character, that's definitely going to be very useful, having that extra stamina. Hmm. I'm in combat because I demo shouted this deer. Get more herbs. Need to level my alchemy. Multiple bears stuck in trees. Good old World of Warcraft for you. World of Warcraft Classic. Just in Darkshore without bears stuck in trees.
Lovely. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, Shane Guild Wars 3. Yeah, yeah. Well, and that or even Chrono Odyssey. I mean, I'd be playing either one of those when they come out. The amount of damage this guy's doing to me is insane.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Why am I in? Oh, it's because of rage.
Lovely.
Two out of two on Moonstar. Man, this character's been blessed so far. Getting like really quest item rewards have been coming very fast and furious. I don't know if I can get Briarthorn yet. I don't think I can. Oh! We got the ancestral woolies. Oh wow. We lose armor, but we get spirit. I was hoping we could get her, Briarthorn. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, oh, I didn't know you. Stream. Yeah, yeah. Look at how beautiful it is, man. Oh, oh, nice. Yeah, Dark Shore is my favorite zone, and it's just, I mean, just like these types of like scenes in Dark Shore. I mean, how can you not like walk through Dark Shore and not think that this is like one of the most beautiful zones in classic WoW?
Lovely.
Oh, Biff. Right now, I'm just trying to get some XP. I want to get to 16 so we can grab a shield block. It's probably my favorite, one of my favorite warrior abilities. I love shield block. It's such a cool ability, and it's so strong. I mean, it's so underutilized by people who level warriors in hardcore. They just completely underutilize it. We could go with something I've always wanted to do is level a defensive warrior in hardcore. Like, but it's so hard because the time to kill, if you go pure prot leveling, like it takes forever to kill stuff. Like your kill time is so slow.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Taking some good damage here.
Lovely.
Yeah, the Dragon's Dogma expansion is coming. Yeah, I know. I have Dragon's Dogma 2 and I played it all of about 10 minutes. It's so hard for me to get into games that don't have other people in them. I have a hard time playing single player games.
Lovely.
So that's kind of a problem I have. Look at that moon. Holy crap. Look at that. It's awesome.
Lovely.
Lonely Moon. Yeah, maybe. Well, I played Shady Moon for, Shady Moon's one of my favorite hunter names, right? If anybody's watched my YouTube channel for long enough, you'll see that tons of hunters I've played that are called Shady Moon, so. Ooh, this is a level 15. Ooh.
Lovely.
This could get ugly. Let's make sure there's no other creatures sneaking up on me like that
You can
bear.
kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I see that.
You were screwed.
Ooh. A level 15 Moonstalker when I'm actually I am 15. I forgot I was 15. That can be that can hurt, man. Stalker hurts. Yeah, we'd be better served to go to the human area now. Like, these quests are a little bit dangerous because these mobs get pretty hard. At least the level 15 ones do. So we're probably gonna have to go to the human area, just because we'll just level faster. The chance of dying will be lower, and we'll actually be leveling at a faster rate. So just makes more sense. Just not sure if I feel super comfortable even at 15 on a warrior going through the wetlands. If I could get up to like, you know, like maybe 18, that we should be good. Actually, even at 16, we'd probably be okay. Maybe. My health is so low though.
Lovely.
Oh, no heal for you. Commoner's sword. The penitent man. Only the penitent man may pass.
Lovely. 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 You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Level 14. Hmm. Alright, let's go just turn this in, clear out my inventory.
Lovely.
Missed.
Lovely.
You have to get ready for a meeting? Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, the grind is real, man. As always. Uh,
I am honored. Alone light your path.
what I'm wondering is if I should... Let's put the other leggings on. Spirit isn't worth the loss of armor, I don't think.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
Oh. We're gonna go to Darnassus and let's see if we can level my alchemy a little bit.
Elune be with you. Go in peace. How may I help?
Farewell.
Need to figure out some way to make this character stronger. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we need a better weapon. And we can buy leather too. I mean, we can go to the vendor and buy some leather items that are probably better than what I have. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Definitely can find better boots. So we should do that. We might be able to. I probably can't buy a better shield. Maybe we might be able to. Shield's going to be one of our pivotal pieces though, because getting a really good shield is going to obviously give us a lot more armor. If we can get one with a lot of stamina, that would be very helpful. Don't really want to make minor mana potions, but I may have to just to level my skill.
What brings you here? I'm listening. Farewell. I am honored. Be careful. Peace be with you.
Shit,
Knowing can I assist you?
I do need to learn that.
Goddess, watch over you.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier
What brings you
to
here?
numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
Greetings.
Now it's getting colder.
Ooh, we are gonna want to be able to make Great Rage potions, but not yet.
Some things never feel the same.
Hmm.
Don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me. So why do I still want you here? Here we go again. The same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart. I'll fake it What's it gonna take before I break?
And there's the black moth oil.
Some days I hate this town.
Shit.
You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away
20 silver.
now.
40 silver just to train those two abilities. Christ.
I'm only days away from a meltdown.
Farewell. Greetings. Good luck, friend. I'm listening. May the stars guide you.
Goddess bless you.
Ishnu Allah. Then none.
Soccer Fang.
lovely.
It's more or less a sign of age, drawing lines, recede to vacant gray. How much time? It's more or less the same. Holding, wanting more than this to say. Loving, searching, breathe a brand new day. Growing, learning, it never goes away. The start of a new day.
Hmm.
Lovely. Lovely.
How may I help? Till next we meet.
Hmm.
What brings you here? Be careful.
All right, I'm starting to fade fast. I'm getting tired. I think I'm gonna get to bed for a little bit. I was hoping to get to 16 before I went to sleep, but man, I'm having a hard time staying awake. So I think I'll hit the bed, see if I can get some sleep. But yeah, 16 is a really cool level for the warrior because we do get shield block, which I love shield block. You know, and also we get heroic strike rank 3, so 2 good abilities. And we also have revenge, which is usable when we're in defensive stance after we block. So we need 20, 40, we need 55 silver to train those, and I'm at 57. So we've got enough money. We just got to get to 16. And then we'll grab those abilities, and then we have to think about the talents. Didn't realize I didn't spend talent play. Then we have to think about whether or not we want to go down this path of increasing my shield block. I mean, the improved leverage is kind of nice. We will get 5 more rage, which is going to be certainly useful at low levels. So let's reset this. Right now we are like this. So we'll grab that. I mean, I think we really should get tactical mastery. But then we're not going to have this for a while. What if we respec already? And we go right into tactical mastery. We just need 2 points, right? That puts us at 16. Then we can go here to 5, then grab 2 to increase our blood rage. But then we're losing out on all the crit chance. So I think what we've got so far is actually the correct build order. I think the correct build order is to go 5 out cruelty, then to rush down into tactical mastery, and actually even improve charge. I would go tactical mastery at least 2, then improve charge. That puts us all the way to level 23, though. The problem with like committing to any of the trees in the warrior trees, especially like between arms and protection, is that it really hurts you because you can't. It's hard to like get like, for example, shield block, improved shield block, and tactical mastery without having to be, pretty high level. Which is why the talent calculator system in retail WoW I think is kind of superior, to be honest, in a way. And what I mean by that is, instead of having to put talent points into a spell like this, what if it was just clicking this to get it? Like you put one, you just selected this, and what if this was like not tied to shield specialization? So, for example, let's say that these abilities weren't locked in based on talent points. So let's say I could start off my character and say, you know what, I want tactical mastery, and I could put my first like 3 talent points in tactical mastery. And then I could say, you know what, I want improved shield block, and I could just put 3 points in improved shield block. So that way you could just do 5 here, 3 here, and 3 here, and you're only, you've already kind of got what you need, at least what you want. But that's just not the way WoW's talents work. WoW's talents are very kind of limiting in a way, and I think that's something that I would like to see. I don't know if it's for leveling purposes. I think if you did it the way I'm talking about, you would make leveling a lot easier, which may not be a good thing. I think the fact that leveling is challenging is what makes, I think, Vanilla WoW so successful. Anyways, I'm off to bed. I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace out.